Good day, this is Dr. Nick coming to you from the Comedy Club in Melrose, Johannesburg, Egoli, the city of gold. It is my home away from home. It is where Comedy Central performs at times and where Trevor Noah pops in every now and then. And it's a very special place, and that's why I am sending you this message today, which is possibly the most profound post of this year. Because it is all about the 4 questions that will make people fall in love with you. Now, this was discovered by the American philosopher and poet Maya Angelou, who found that we all continuously are asking these 4 or are seeking answers to these 4 questions, but they're silent questions. They are almost always unconscious. But when you answer these 4 questions with yes, people will fall in love with you. Whether that's your customer falling in love with you, your romantic partner falling in love with you, your boss falling in love with you, your team member falling in love with you, and even the waiter that is serving you might be falling in love with you, because what you do, you touch the possibly 2 most important motivators. And short while ago, I shared with you the 7 emotivators, those 7 drivers of motivational intelligence, the human needs that we crave so much, that we crave as much as food, water and air. And the 2 most important ones that we need to affirm are connecting with other human beings, real connection, face-to-face connection, and deep connection and significance. And that is to make other people feel important and to affirm them. And this is what everybody is looking for, especially today. We were living in a very distracted world, a very noisy world, a world where many times you are treated as just a number or just another somebody. And these 4 questions touch on connection and significance. So the first question when you interact with somebody is, do you see me? Do you see me? Meaning, do you acknowledge me? It might be the person walking past you at the gym. It might be your spouse walking into the bedroom. Do you see me? The second question is, do you care about me? So this is really about engaging. It's about asking people how they are. And not just, are you busy, how's business? You should ask them, how's life? Or one question that I love, how strong are you today? I give them a scale out of 1 out of 10, and sometimes even use a Zulu slogan of Ungaganani, how tall are you, how strong are you? Because this is a real means of communicating and showing that I care about their well-being. The third question, and it's taken me a long time to figure this out, the third question is, am I good enough for you? Or do you want me to be better? Now think about it. The people you care about, you want them to do well. You have their well-being at your heart. Now let me give you an example here at the Comedy Club, the Rose Cafe, the coffee shop downstairs. I recently was sitting down, having a coffee, working on my laptop, and being distracted by a past relationship I had. And another guest that I've known from previous encounters walked in, looked at me, came over and said, stop being so grumpy. And you could see it in my demeanor, you could see it in my face. I was grumpy because I was stuck in that past experience. And so I appreciated this greatly, because it's important for me to not be grumpy, to not feel grumpy, and certainly not to look grumpy. And the 4th question is, when you look at me, do you communicate that I am special to you? So when you look at people, do you make time to communicate silently that they are special to you? Which means, do you smile at them? Do you look at the best in them? Do you see what's good, right about them, not what's wrong? And do you smile at them with your eyes? This is really, really important. Now this is the hallmark of leadership, of charismatic leadership, because leaders like Nelson Mandela have mastered this art of communicating, of making people fall in love with you. It's also the hallmark of personal leadership. It will make you a much happier person. It will make you a much more fulfilled person, because the encounters that you have with other people, people will light up, people will appreciate you. Remember, happiness is generated in return. When you make somebody happy, you will derive happiness themselves. It will spill over to you. And these 4 questions really just take a few seconds a day. And each encounter, if you can just invest those extra 5 to 10 seconds in engaging and interacting, in communicating to those closest to you, it will make all the difference. And it's something that you can self-direct and self-correct. So let's say you are a bit grumpy today. All you have to do is to remind yourself of these 4 questions. And the very next encounter, just make time to see the other person, to show them your care, to communicate that whether they are good enough or whether they could be better, and to express the feeling that they are special to you. This is very important, and I urge you to think about it. I urge you to apply it. I urge you to work on your presence, because that's really what it is. Today, we are so distracted. We live so much in our heads, and we are not present so many times of the day. This is all about being present with other people. Now, if you want to explore this further, please reach out, come over, let's have a coffee at the Rose Cafe Comedy Club in Melrose, Johannesburg. And I want to wish you all the best in living a better life, a happier life, and a more present life, a more fulfilled life, where you can make people fall in love with you, because ultimately that is what life is all about. Life is all about connecting with others, affirming others, and loving others. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon.